Hi YouTube, my name is Bricanna. So me and my friend Natalie decided to make a YouTube channel dedicated to everything Wicca, paganism, whatever you want to call it. We decided for our first video that we'd actually go ahead and answer some questions. I guess it's just a questionnaire she got offline, I'm not really sure. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the first question. And it's, how did you discover Wicca/paganism? So my mom was Wiccan when I was younger. She celebrated a lot of the Samhain. She had an altar in the living room. She followed a lot closer with Druidism and things like that. I don't know if she was in a coven or anything like that, but I always remember thinking that it was really cool, and I really liked the stuff that she was doing. I always messed with the rain stick and stuff. So I guess really I've always been raised in it, or at least around it. I was never Wiccan myself. I had my grandma who would always try to get me to go to church with her. I had friends that would always go to church and I'd go with them. I was never baptized or anything, but I didn't start following my own path and really discovering who I was until I was about 18, 19. So I guess that's really how I discovered Wicca. Why did you choose to become Wiccan pagan? So like I said, I was around a lot of churches. I went to church. I actually fell asleep in most of the churches anyway. I only went because my friends were going or my grandma made me, stuff like that. So I never really liked it. I didn't feel at home there. I felt really judged and it just made me uncomfortable. I didn't like how it felt at all. So I was kind of trying to figure out what I wanted to go as far as my path and stuff, and I just kept on thinking back to when my mom was Wiccan and when I was younger and stuff, and kind of the rituals that we would do, not, full-blown rituals or anything like that, but just if an animal passed away, there's a little saying that we have, and that's actually in my family. So I started thinking about it, and I did a lot of research on my own, and I decided that Wicca was good for me. I felt at home there, but I also started to realize that I don't follow completely true to Wicca. That's why I like to say paganism, because it's just, I don't follow all of the Wiccan read, and I don't follow everything specific to Wicca. I don't have like a male deity or things like that. So yeah, I guess that's why I chose. And what are the core tenets of Wicca/paganism? Well, paganism, since it's the umbrella term for anything non-Christian based, I guess I can't really say a whole lot with that. But as far as Wicca, they have a Wiccan Rede, which has basically harm none, do as you want, the threefold karma, things like that, just following Sabbats, which are the holidays for Wiccans and pagans alike. But it just basically, it's like a little paragraph that just tells you all the things that you need to follow with Wicca and stuff. And like I said, I agree with some of those. Like, I agree with do what you want, harm none. I don't agree with following all the Sabbats because I don't particularly care for all the Sabbats. So there's just like the Sabbats and stuff that I just can't agree to. I don't feel in touch with some of the Sabbats, and so I just don't follow them. What do Wiccans believe about God? So I agree with Natalie. I think they're talking about the Christian God. I'm a little weird. I believe that if there's so many people in the world, so why can't we have like multiple versions of, our, not ultimate goal, but our faith and stuff. I believe that for Christians, there's a Christian God. I believe, that they have the devil, Satan, whatever you want to call it. I just believe in good religions, and Christianity overall is a good religion. So, but I particularly don't believe in their God. I don't believe in many gods at all. I feel like the male deity's less than the female deity. So there's that. What do Wiccans believe about life and death? So I believe in reincarnation. This is another one that doesn't follow too closely with Wicca. It's another reason why I would rather call myself pagan. But I believe in reincarnation. Wholeheartedly, 100%. I don't believe that there's ever going to be, another afterlife or things like that. And I'm sure most of you know what reincarnation is, so I guess I don't have to go too much on that. What is the role of magic in Wicca? Okay, so for Wiccans, it's more just a nature-based religion. And I don't even like calling it a religion because it's a spiritual thing. It's a path. So witches don't have to be Wiccan, and Wiccans don't have to be witches. You don't have to do magic to be Wiccan at all. You can just enjoy nature and stuff. You don't have to do any spells or any candle working or anything like that. But, and witches can be Christians. I've met a lot of witches that were Christians. My mom's actually still a witch and she's Christian. Witches are, family lines. Like, my family comes from witches, not Wiccans, but witches. So, I like to say that it really honestly doesn't. Legitimately, it doesn't. I mean, a lot of Wiccans do practice witchcraft, and a lot of pagans do practice witchcraft, but you don't have to be Wiccan or pagan. How is your religion incorporated into your life? Well, a lot of it has to do with energy for me. So the energy that you put out there on a daily basis, I'm constantly reminding myself to put out positive energy and positive feelings. Just because if you put out positive things, if you put out negative things, then you're not going to get anything positive back. If you put out a lot of positive energy, then you'll be able to get you'll be able to get positive energy back. So I follow that really closely. I meditate a lot. A lot. Now, if we're talking like weekly basis and stuff like that, I'll bring out the tarot cards, which I got right here. This is my first set, actually, for my mother-in-law. I have runes. I got this set a couple months ago, and I do a lot of, I throw a lot of runes. Candle magic, spells, herbs, things like that. But that's more on a weekly basis. Daily would be meditating, and it'd be, the positive energy and stuff in your mindset. Are any rumors true about Wicca/paganism being devil worshipping or evil? Absolutely not. Now, I will say that Satanism, after I did research on it, honestly isn't that bad. But with any religion, a lot of people, there's a lot of bad people. So you will eventually meet Wiccans or pagans who do the craziest stuff, like blood sacrifices and goat sacrifices and whatever else, and they're nuts. They really are nuts. Most pagans and Wiccans that I've met are loving and fun-natured and sweet people that just, they have a bad name, honestly. When I've told people that I've worked with and stuff that I'm Wiccan, pagan, whatever, they don't understand, and it's sad, it really is, that they can't see what a loving faith paganism is and how freeing it is. So, with that being said, it's not taught as a devil worshipping. We don't even believe in a devil, so that's crazy. But it's taught as a devil worshipping, or it's not taught as a devil worshipping religion or anything. It's not taught to be evil. One of our main things is don't harm anyone. You don't do a spell with ill intentions. You don't do like a curse or whatever, because that negative energy is going to come back to you, and it's not going to be fun. Do you think Wicca is misunderstood by most people? Yes, because they don't know what it is. They don't understand it at all. They've just seen in the movies that witchcraft is bad and witches have green noses and pimples all over the place, and they don't understand at all that it's just nature. It really is, it's nature. And sure, it's different that I believe in a goddess and stuff, but it's not at the same time, because praying is really similar to spells, because you're putting that energy out there, and you're hoping for something to come back in return. So I would say it's definitely misunderstood for sure. And what I would like people to understand about Wicca. So Wicca is one of those religions that you can do what you see fit. There are a lot of things that I don't follow. Like I said, I don't follow certain Sabbats. I don't follow a lot of rituals and things. I don't do a lot of spells that people recommend. I don't do what I'm not comfortable with, or what I don't see is just right at all. I mean, there's people out there that they follow it to the core, and that's good for them. I'm glad that works for them. But what works for me isn't necessarily that. So as far as people understanding Wicca, that pagans have been around a lot longer than they think. Neo-pagans, no, but pagans in general. Pagan was the first religion, and we have old roots. We were the first. So a lot of things that you think that you're doing because your religion calls for it were adapted from ours. And that's not like a complex of, oh, we're the best or anything like that, because no religion's better than the other one. But just think about where your religion came from. Think about the similarities and stuff like that your religion and paganism have.